What is life? Good morning. Thoughts for the day. What is life? Everybody is too busy. Everybody is too busy to go through their lives, and they don't question. They don't ask. They are now wondering about what life is. And that's what they wanted to keep all of us for a long time. Like such a long time that we don't even have idea how long we've been kept. Like, like we've been kept unaware of the mystery of life. There is no convenience to make us think. Why you want to make people think when few can profit from having everyone asleep? You don't want to wake them up. Why you want to wake them up when you can profit a huge amount of money and power and control from keeping people asleep? And the good things is there is a lot of people, including myself, that they were lucky enough to see behind the veil, and they sharing their stories, and many people like me that are trying in the way they can to awakening the people and make them questioning what the kind of life they've been through in all this time. So my way is to share my little mystical experiences that I had in all those years, writing about, talking about, and sharing it about. So today it is about my first dream that became real. It was a long time ago. I was a teenager, played basketball in my hometown, Samuel Toronto. And I remember clearly to go and play in this town. I can't remember now exactly the name of the town. I can't remember if it was Amandola or if it was Cingole. Not really sure, but what I remember is as soon I got inside, it hit me strong in the face, the realization that I had that dream. It, at first was the strongest deja vu ever, and then a memory came to the surface and of a dream that I had months earlier. It was everything was in the perfectly in details as the dream I had. Because in the dream I was inside this gym. As soon I got inside the gym, on the right there was the changing rooms, and on the left the other changing rooms for both teams. Then a corridor. You would walk through this corridor, through a door, and you would be in the basketball field, in the basketball court. The basket was hanging attached to the wall, and under the basket, below the basket, a door. The door would take you to the church, because the gym, the basketball court, was part of the church, of the local church. The basketball court lines were basically, it's like that how you say in English, but it's anyway like the limit where you have to play within it. They were very close to the wall, so you had only a little space to place the benches for the other players. So you literally, your legs, if you would stretch your legs, you literally you would have your legs inside the court. So it was exactly like in that dream. Every small detail was exactly like in the dream. So now, obviously, I was too young to, questioning life too much. I didn't have enough information. I didn't have enough experiences to start to realize and fully understand that like life was more than what I was living. So it took me many years later and more mystical experiences to start to change the course of my life. But that was the first, and obviously, how can I now, after this and many others, how could I go back, to think that life is just what they have made us believe? You work until you die, and if you die while you are working, that's fine. We got a lot of more slaves. They can do the job for us because that's what we are. That's what they created in purpose. A huge amount of slave, unaware to be slave and willing to kill each other to be a slave master, or willing to kill each other to have a bit of more shit to eat that we call money. They don't need anymore to force people to be slave. They can make them to be happily slave, unaware to be slave, to want to be slave. That's what they've been doing for centuries. So that's what we are. We are like a battery, like in the Matrix. And looking back to the Matrix, V for Vendetta from the Wachowski sisters, I'm more convinced that they knew, and that's their way to try to awakening people, because in the Matrix there were humans turned as battery to keep the machine. They took control of the planet, them to keep the machine alive, and using the humans as a battery in a virtual reality, unaware to be into a virtual reality. Same as us. Like we literally a battery for a small bunch of elite. They're using our labor, our hard work to become richer and to have more control. And we are battery. And when the battery run out for overworking or over stress and over worry and we die, they just replace us with other beings. That's what we are. That's what we need to understand. That's why we need to wake up. Like, it's nobody's fault. That's how we've been raised. That's what we believe to be real. And you can, when you believe something to be real, you can't. It's very hard to change that belief. It's very hard, and they know that. And that's why, they keep, sending all around images of this illusion that we call reality. They keep sending it through social media, through advertisement, through TV, through movies, because that's what they need. They need to keep alive the illusion. So more the illusion is alive, and more we believe it. Because if everywhere they're showing us something, and everybody fell on that trick, everybody thinks that is real. It's like when I was a kid and I believed in Jesus, because everybody told me that Jesus was real. I was sent to the church every Sunday. I was made to to study religion at school, and for me it was real. There was no way that I would believe the opposite. There was no way, no way. If you tell me that didn't exist, that it was just an illusion, I would not believe you. I will fight against you, because how is it possible that something is an illusion when everybody believes it? There are churches, there are images of Jesus, they teach you that at school, everybody talk about it. You believe it, you believe because everybody believes it. But because everybody believes it, it doesn't make it real. And we need to understand that. There is much more. They hide it to us. And we have to start to questioning. Life is not this. Life is not what we are living, struggling check by check. Life is not just pay the bills. Life is not just about working. Life is more. We are energy. We are energy. We are not a body. We are energy that lives forever. And even if it doesn't live forever, even if we are no energy, we don't live forever. Life is not about come to be born, to study, to work, and to die in pain. It's not that. Life is meant to be happy. Life is meant to be joyful. I can tell you for personal experience that if you live life in the present, avoiding forcing yourself to refuse the illusion that created it for us, you will see your body to regenerate. You will see your body to find energy that you thought you never had. And that's because you're not feeding the illusion of fear. You're feeding your body with the present, with the joy. That is what really makes your body stronger, living the present moment, enjoying the present moment. They want you to be worried about the past. They want you to be worried about the future, because it's how you're giving your energy away. They don't want you to live life in the present, focusing in the present, living fully life day by day, because that's where lies your energy and how you recharge your energy. As I told you with this story, and obviously many more that I told you before and more that I will tell you in the future, there is more. There is much more, and you can leave this illusion and teach other people a different way to live life. A life without worries, a life without fear, a life without struggles. And you can have it. We can all have it. But we need to awakening. We need to wake up and realize that we've been kept enslaved. We've been made believe that we are free. And we are not. We are not even free to choose to come to life or to die. So how can you believe you are free to choose? You don't, because they don't let you choose. If you could choose, would you work 5-6 days a week? Would you choose to have worries? Would you choose to be, to be locked in the house? No, of course you don't have a choice. Otherwise you wouldn't have choose that, and you would not doing that. You would not let some psychopath tell you that you needed to be locked in your house to protect other people. You wouldn't, because there is nothing to protect other people from nothing. But they made you believe that, and you did it. So what choice do you have? They made you believe to work 60 years for a pension that you might not even see it, because you will probably die before. And you're doing it. You do that. You work your ass to death. So what choice do you have? You don't have a choice. But they made you believe. So think about it. Life is more, much, much more than what you see and what they tell you. There is something more that you cannot see. But The only way to see it is to forget the illusion they created for you. You needed to start to go within, forget the past and the future, stay in the present, go within, and you will start to see the magic happen.